What is up? Good morning and happy whatever day it is of the week for viewers who are watching this video. And I wanted to come on here and share another video of another car that I've added to my ever-growing fleet. Although I hope this is the last car. I don't know what I'm going to do if I buy another one. But as you can see right before you, this is a 1997 Honda Acty. This particular trim is called Realtime. I don't know what the nuanced differences are. I know that there are like the raccoon Acty, the street Acty. I haven't really seen any advertisements of Honda Actys with the Realtime trim, so I don't really know what the what the specifications are for this, but it is a four-wheel drive, 5-speed manual, 3-cylinder K-van. Of course, it is the 660C engine, which meets the Japanese transportation requirements for K vehicles in the country. And what's just not to love about this car? So I was stationed in Japan when I was in the military, and when I first got to Japan, I really didn't like these K vehicles that they had. They were just really ugly to me, and coming from an American car culture, this was just not something I had ever seen before. I thought that they were too small, and they were just really ugly to me. I can't explain it, but I just didn't like it. But as I stayed there and began to immerse myself more into Japanese culture and society, these K vehicles began to grow on me. And of course, there's so much variety of choices available in Japan that unfortunately we don't have here in the States, that really helped me see the charm and beauty in these little small vehicles. I mean, the types of cars that they have available in Japan, we don't even get a fraction of that. Even like regular full-size sedans and SUVs, or even little trucks. Now, I chose to get the van because I don't really carry much cargo, so, it's rare that I would ever really need anything that requires unlimited height access. So I chose to go with the van so that if I do have to haul cargo, I'd have a cover for it and I don't have to worry about buying extra accessories. And I just think it looks way cooler than the trucks. Now, the price in K vehicles in general have gone up twice than what you probably could have gotten this for maybe 2 or 3 years ago. I've spoken to some other car or K van trucks enthusiasts, and I've seen videos posted by other people where they've stated that they purchased theirs for like $3,000 to $4,000. Unfortunately, I paid $8,000 for this, but I don't regret it. The prices are unfortunately only going up, and it is what it is, Now, some people might say that, well, you could have imported that for half the price and came out better, and that might be true, but I didn't want to be bothered with the logistics of importing. I found a really, really nice, trustworthy dealership in my state that specialized in this kind of import. I went, I bought it. Paperwork was already done. All I had to do was just wait for the tag to arrive in the mail and send it. So that's what I'm paying for. I'm paying for that peace of mind. Anyway, let's take a look at the inside. And of course, when you're buying these K vans, you definitely want to check for rust. Because Japan is an island, a lot of these K vans, are mostly used for utility work. So they're not always in the best shape, especially for bare bone utility vans and trucks like this. Now, I have seen some that are really, really decked out. So, they were obviously used for leisure use instead of work or business, but still, you definitely want to check for rust. Now, the only thing that I changed was the stereo system. When I bought it, it did have the OEM radio, but as anyone, well, if you don't know, unfortunately, we're not able to use OEM radios that come with Japanese imported vehicles because their radio frequencies are lower than ours. So I switched it out. I will post in the description link what type of system I installed. I paid someone to do it. I didn't do it myself. But I'll share that with you so that you can reference that as well. I may go back to the OEM look just because I really prefer keeping my cars as stock as possible. I've seen someone in a group that I belong to mention using a Bluetooth like connector that they installed behind it so that it can automatically connect to the phone, which is all I need it really for. I don't really care about maps and other apps and stuff like that. So I may go back to that, but we shall see. This is a 5-speed manual, and it is so fun to drive. It is absolutely smooth. This is the first Honda I've ever owned. I'm personally a Toyota girly, but I have to say this has been such a pleasure to drive, and I really understand why Honda has such loyal enthusiasts. And I will say that in the 2 weeks that I've owned this K-Van, I've had a better experience driving manual with this than my Toyota Scion XD that I owned, as well as a 1987 Mazda 626 that I purchased. That was my first car that I ever owned. But this has been the most enjoyable experience ever driving manual. And yeah, Honda, you did the damn thing with that. The controls are fairly easy to navigate. This one does have air conditioning, which I'm very, very grateful for. I also have an RPM gauge. Some don't have that, so I'm really grateful that I have that too. It has a very small gear to ratio, so it doesn't take much to rev up to 5,000 RPM going from first gear to second gear. So that took a while to get used to, for me at least. And of course we have the standard kilometer gauge, so focus. So I've gotten used to being able to interpret that a lot better. And typically I keep it at 80 kilometers. I don't drive this car on the highway much. I know that some people say that you can do it, and some people do. And they say that they push theirs to damn near 110 or even 120 kilometers. And I'm not saying that you can't do it, but I personally don't like doing it. I hate having my K-Van revving at, 6,000 RPMs. And overall, it's kind of dangerous. These vans and trucks, it doesn't take much to push them off to the side by, a fast speeding truck or a car or just a gust of wind. So I prefer not to take it on the interstate unless it's like for a short burst and an emergency. But typically when I'm driving, I keep it between, 70 to 80 kilometers. Now I have the seats down in the back, typically because I just don't carry a lot of passengers. But I mean, look at this. This is just so much space. Now, to the people that I have shown this to, one thing they were very, very pleased about was the headspace. As small as this van is, when you do put the seat up, and let me see, maybe, bear with me, I've got one hand. But when you do put the seat up and you sit down, you can sit comfortably, even as a tall person. I'm gonna have to go to the other side. Oh. Let's see if we can do this. So a lot of people are very, very happy about that. So I would pull from here, and I would use this bar to lift it up. Bear with me. Let's see if I can get this going. hope you saw that. I don't know. But anyway, so once I get it up in this position, I would pull this, and that will allow me to fold the seat up. And I mean, this is great. So I can sit here comfortably in the back. The fabric of the seat, it's like a type of like a plastic. I don't really know what they call this type, but I really like it. I like this way better than cloth because it's easier to clean and it's easier to maintain. So I really do appreciate that. And I try to take care of all of my cars. Fortunately, I don't really carry a lot of passengers, but I keep the seats folded down for the most part just so that I don't have to worry about damaging it or wearing it down. So yeah, I mean, this is just amazing headspace. I can't emphasize it enough. I mean, the video just doesn't do it justice. And you can seat comfortably 2 people. I don't know if you'd want to squeeze a third person in. I mean, it's pretty tight. But yeah, you can definitely sit like 2 people back here comfortably. And I mean, shit, if you put some padding in the back, then I guess you can sit an additional person back there. But you still have like an amazing amount of like trunk space back here too. And I have my little grab stick so that way if I ever need to, like, I don't usually go through drive-thrus, but you know, if I'm not ordering a drink or anything, I can still use the grab stick to maneuver and you know, give someone my card or pick up the bag or whatever. But I usually just go inside so I don't have to put myself in an awkward situation. I have to dust it off a little bit, clean it up a little bit. But she is right as rain. It gets great fuel economy. I get about roughly, I want to say almost 35 miles per gallon. And the most I've ever spent on gas is like $15. So yeah, this is money well spent. I do not regret this whatsoever. I love my K-Van. It's so fun to drive. You will definitely get attention driving this car. So if you are an introvert, if you don't like engaging with people very often, I probably would not recommend this, but yeah, you're definitely going to be turning heads. I always see people pointing, doing double takes, and it's yeah, it's just a unique little transportation. I hope to see more of these out here. Like I said, I do know that they are growing in popularity, but they're still not as common. I would love to go to a K-car meet. I saw a YouTube video of another K-car enthusiast who went to a K-car meet in Texas. But my state doesn't really have that kind of traction up here. But I hope we can see that, you know, sometime in the future. Or at the very least, just, you know, JDM car meets. But yeah, this is a great car. Money well spent. I do not regret buying this whatsoever. If you get the opportunity to snag you one of these, definitely do it. The dealership that I bought mine from is called Mars Mini Truck, located in Mars Hill, North Carolina. I will post a link to their website in the description below. The guy was very, very nice, very, very accommodating. He was even kind enough to meet me halfway from where I live, to drop the K-Van off, just because, you know, where the dealership is located, it's in the Appalachian Mountain region, so there's a lot of hills, inclines, and I told him, you know, maybe it would be a good idea if you could meet me halfway and deliver it, and he was more than willing to accommodate. So yeah, he's an awesome guy. Even gave me some merch. I don't know if you can see it. Open the door. But yeah, a little 3D print of some K-Van or K-trucks. So, a little swag pack. So, Yeah. But yeah, money well spent. And I look forward to having this truck for a very long time. Yeah. So, thank you for watching this video. I'm just doing a quick review and overview of the vehicle. There are other people out there that have done more detailed reviews of this type of K-van and how to service it and stuff like that. But this is just a basic overview. So I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching, and peace out.